Hello, Cancer. Welcome back to the channel. Or if it's your first time here, welcome. Just a bunch of these fell out. Okay, let's see what these have to say. Star. What a beautiful card to start off. And it's about self-acceptance. So hope and self-acceptance, it means recognizing and embracing your own natural place in the world. You'll see in the star card that it also shows not only the naked woman, but the flower, the bird, the tree, the stars, all the things in their natural state. And that it shows that they all have their own intrinsic value, their own golden radiance, soft radiance, just through being who they are, their own value, their own worth. And it's a card about being emotionally stable and grounded. You know, you can see here that she's kneeling down, she's connected, she's close to the earth, she's part of the earth, she's one of the elements within the celestial sphere that is just radiant in her own being, Cancer. I see that you're ready to leave something that feels unfair, but you may be concerned about the money issues and whether you're going to be able to budget and afford it. Cancers usually are the types who have a little bit extra socked away for security, because you guys love security. But it's also saying that there's something that you may be wrapping up. And this is Eight of Cups, which is about emotion, something that you put a lot of TLC into. And I see the new moon here, which we just had a new moon at November 29th, a few days ago. In Sagittarius. So I'm seeing that your weariness, your readiness to move on to another cycle is happening at this new moon. And I see, though, that even though you may be feeling that way, you may not be allowing yourself to really acknowledge that. It's sort of like being tired of something but not actually having the energy yet to move on to the next cycle. But that's happening under the surface. It's like you're feeling sort of tired and fed up and weary, ready to move on from something. It may be something that you view as unjust. This is justice in reverse. So this is when a verdict is rendered that appears to be unjust, or when justice is not showing up. I see you leaving something that, you know, maybe there was a verdict that was rendered that you felt was unjust. And it's actually because you are acknowledging your own value. You are acknowledging your own self-worth, your own place in the world, Cancer. So don't get too worried about whether you can afford it or not. This is Two of Coins, which is juggling. This, in the upright position, it means being adaptable, being flexible. It is joint finances. It is maybe being stretched thin financially, but it's showing, in this card, he laughs it off, and he is able to adapt and change in, you know, changeable circumstances. It means being flexible, being adaptable, having fun. In the reverse position, there's a little bit of rigidity. It means being fearful and feeling like you can't adapt to changes, being worried about money matters. In some ways, this is joint finances, joint contracts in the upright position, but in the reverse position, it could be meaning fears about being stretched thin. I'm going to encourage you, Cancer, to take some time out to reflect on things, even though it may feel like you don't have the time or resources or ability to take some time out. Four Swords means hanging your thoughts up on the wall and just like taking a step out of the battlefield for a while. This is a card of R&R. It's like rest and relaxation, reflection, thinking, becoming calm, going within. In the reverse position, it's saying that you're not allowing yourself the time to do that, or there's resistance, fear, or doubt that, like, if I do that, everything's going to fall apart. If I take some time out to think about things, I might not survive. That's what this card says. This is Nine of Wands, and this is the Survivor card. I call it my Cool Hand Luke card because he keeps getting knocked down and getting back up. But in the reverse position, it's saying that you feel like you might not survive something, you might not endure something, because in the upright position, he always survives regardless. Like, he's been through a lot of battles, just like this person. But in the reverse position, saying, well, what if I don't survive? What if I take a time out and I get knocked down and I can't make it back up? Or what if I always have to be on the defensive? I don't have any time to take a timeout because I'm too busy looking over my shoulder for the next attack. I'm going to encourage you, Cancer, to not worry about that, to actually embrace taking a timeout and thinking about things, because you need to acknowledge yourself that you are ready to move on from something. You need to take some time to reflect upon things, because ultimately what's happening is that the sun is setting on some conflict. This is 5 of Swords, which is, one translation of this card is open dishonor. But what I call this card is picking up the pieces. So when something has ended, when there's been a conflict or a battleground, this is about picking up the insights, collecting the knowledge, the ideas, the beliefs that are the spoils after the war. They're left out on the battlefield. And if you reflect upon things, like why things went the way they did, you know, looking into the past, looking into what had happened for insight, these swords are insights and knowledge that you can collect and take with you. So it's sort of like gathering experience, gathering knowledge, wisdom, insight from whatever happens. Because if you'll notice, there's really 4 elements of battlefield here in the middle of the month. This is a soldier resting. This is a soldier who survives, fends off everyone else. This is a battlefield here where all the soldiers have gone, but there's someone picking up the pieces. And this is a Knight of Cups. So there's all this soldier energy. So it tells me there's some sort of battlefield, some sort of conflict going on. It's gonna be beneficial for you to take a step back from that and to trust that you will survive, to see if you can find the insights after the battle is over. And this card, you know, Knight of Cups, even though he's wearing the full garb of armor, like a knight does, like a soldier in battle, this guy's really about the heart. This guy's really about love. This could be you, Cancer, because generally this is a water sign. So Cancer, Pisces, or Scorpio. But I kind of see like you're done with fighting and you just want to be a lover. I want to be a lover, not a fighter. Is what this card following all this says. You know, and maybe that's the part of the insight that you get from whatever conflict has happened, is that instead of always feeling like you have to be the survivor, or that, you know, you don't have time to take time out from battle, you know, I just want to pursue love. I want to pursue, this is the messenger god. He's got the winged helmet of Hermes or Mercury, who's the messenger, and it's a message of love. It's a message of the heart. That's what this cup means. So I kind of see you as pursuing love, Cancer, and pursuing what your heart most wants. You actually do have this nice new beginning here at the end of the month. This is Ace of Coins, which could mean a new job. Aces represent new beginnings, new money, new lifestyles. It's about receiving something physical that's new and walking through this garden gate, creating a new lifestyle, creating, you know, a new chapter, especially with this new money that you're receiving. There is a page of swords here and then a Knight of Swords. I'm going to say there's a progression here. Be careful that you aren't overly idealistic, is what this card is saying to me in the reverse position. In the upright position, Page of Swords is someone who is idealistic. They have convictions. They have beliefs. They're in alignment with this one truth that they carry around. It reminds me of like the very idealistic college student who's believing in a cause and stands up on the hill and says, this is what I believe. I declare it to everyone. I'm in alignment with my own truth. But it's sort of young-minded. He doesn't have a lot of experience. He can be a little bit naive. And so what this is saying is, don't be too idealistic about how this new thing comes in. Like if there's a job offer for you, Cancer, a new way for you to get money, but you say, you know, oh, I like it, but the walls are painted the wrong color or whatever, you know, just don't be overly idealistic about this ace. Otherwise you may not put yourself in a place to receive it. It might be dissatisfying for you. This is 9 of Cups, which is wish fulfillment and satisfaction in the upright position, but in the reverse position it is dissatisfaction and not having your wishes fulfilled. So I'm going to say don't be overly critical, idealistic, dogmatic. That could be a word for Page of Swords sometimes too, in which case you might be trading away something that could be very satisfying. I'll say have a more mature outlook like the Knight of Swords does, and consider what your goals are. What is you can still be in alignment with your truth, but this guy takes action. This guy knows what he believes. You know, he's just sort of getting a glimpse of his own beliefs, his own truth, connection to his own truth. This guy's at a point where he's ready to take action on it. So I'm going to say don't be overly idealistic. Don't be overly dogmatic. It will be dissatisfying for you. Instead, take action that is based on your beliefs. You know, if there's some sort of work that you want to pursue that is based on what you think, what you believe, Knight of Swords is there to back you up with that. I mean, it could also be an air sign person. So this could be a Aquarius man, a Gemini man, or a Libra man. So this could be someone who takes up the cause with you. If you're Knight of Cups, this could be somebody who, you know, this is Knight of Swords. So this could be a real close ally. These are like two people who are ready. This one's ready for love. This one's ready for taking on a cause. So that's my reading for you, Cancer. I hope you enjoy it. You're opening the month with this beautiful star energy. Just see if you can like walk away from the battlefield and pursue your heart instead. That's going to be a real key for you this month.